When a disaster like the earthquake in Ecuador hits a community, for a certain period of time, family members may not have contact with each other. In fact, this is what happened in the emergency in Ecuador. The Ecuadorian Red Cross, a day only after the disaster hit Ecuador, provided to the general public an email address where people could register their tracing requests looking for their family members. In the first phase of the operation, phone calls were provided to family members who were looking for their family members and to say that they were safe. In the second phase of the operation now, we will start looking at all the lists that we have. So we have a tracing requests which were originated in Ecuador, in which the Ecuadorian Red Cross has a list of 500 persons who are currently still looking for their family members. And we also have another list of persons who are looking for their relatives originated in the Colombian Red Cross. We will cross-check these lists with the lists that authorities have of deceased and missing. Once this is done, and we have a final list which has been cross-checked, after this has been finalized, we will have to cross-match this information with the forensic information, which will come up in a while, which regards to identification of deceased. In fact, we found a vulnerable person in one shelter, and we tried to gather as much information as we could, since this person had not talked with a family member since the disaster occurred. Our volunteers went to the neighborhood where this gentleman lived and talked with his neighbors in order to try to gather as much information as they could. In fact, they did gather some information, and this case will be followed up by the local Red Cross branch. What distinguishes the work that the Restoring Family Links network does around the world is our close relationship with the communities. Volunteers of the Red Cross and Red Crescent around the world go to communities and actually trace individual cases. This is what happened with the Ecuadorian Red Cross volunteers.